It was supposed to be the perfect weekend getaway. Malibu, with its sun-soaked beaches and luxury beachfront houses, promised a relaxing escape from the chaos of everyday life. But for a group of friends, what began as a fun vacation turned into a nightmare that would haunt them forever. This is the story of the Malibu Horror Night, a terrifying event that locals still whisper about, even years later. The story begins with the friends arriving at a secluded mansion perched on the cliffs, overlooking the Pacific Ocean. From the outside, the house looked inviting, almost magical in the golden sunlight. But as soon as they stepped inside, something felt off. The air was colder than it should have been for a summer evening, and an unsettling silence filled the rooms. No creaking of the floorboards, no hum of the fridge, just a heavy, oppressive stillness that pressed down on them. At first, they laughed it off. Strange houses always feel eerie, right? They unpacked, made themselves drinks, and planned a night by the fireplace. But the first signs of something strange appeared almost immediately. A picture frame fell off the wall for no reason. A window in the living room rattled, even though there was no wind. Their phones, fully charged when they arrived, began to die inexplicably, one by one. And then the whispers started, soft at first, almost inaudible, like someone was speaking just out of earshot. The friends assumed it was the wind or their imagination, but deep down, something told them it wasn't. As night fell, the mansion took on a darker character. Shadows stretched across the walls, shifting and moving in ways that didn't match the furniture or lighting. One of the friends, Emily, swore she saw a figure standing at the top of the staircase, staring down at them before disappearing when she blinked. They tried to dismiss it as exhaustion or nerves, but the house had a history. Decades ago, it belonged to a wealthy couple whose sudden disappearance sparked rumors of cult activity and tragic accidents. Locals said the mansion was cursed, that anyone who stayed there risked awakening the restless spirits trapped inside. The friends gathered in the living room, attempting to relax. That's when the first real terror struck. A door slammed shut upstairs with such force that it shook the floor. They rushed to check, but the hallway was empty. No one was there. Then came the knocking. Soft at first, like fingertips tapping against glass, then louder, more insistent. It seemed to follow them from room to room, feeling a mixture of curiosity and fear. One of the friends, Jake, decided to investigate the attic. As he climbed a narrow staircase, the temperature dropped sharply, and his breath came out in frosty clouds despite the mild evening outside. At the top, the attic door creaked open on its own, revealing a dark space cluttered with old furniture and cobwebs. And then he saw it. A shadowy figure, tall and indistinct, moving just beyond the reach of the flashlight. He froze, heart hammering, and the figure disappeared the moment he blinked. Panic began to take hold. The friends tried to leave, but the front door wouldn't budge. Windows that had been closed securely were now locked from the outside. The house had become a trap. And then the mirrors. Messages started appearing, written in condensation or some unseen hand. Leave now. You can't escape. Every attempt to communicate with the outside world failed. Their phones were dead, and even the car refused to start. It was as if the house itself had swallowed them. Hours passed, or perhaps minutes. It was impossible to tell in the oppressive darkness. Every sound was amplified. A creaking floorboard, a whisper, the scraping of fingernails against the walls. The friends stuck together, moving from room to room, trying to make sense of what was happening. And then came the climax of the night. One of them, Sarah, ran to the ocean-facing balcony, hoping for fresh air, only to see a figure standing on the cliff edge. Its face was hidden, but its presence radiated malevolence. It raised an arm slowly, pointing directly at the house, as if issuing a silent warning. Sarah screamed, and the figure vanished into the shadows. The rest of the group tried to regroup, but the house seemed to fight back. Doors slammed, lights flickered violently, and objects flew across rooms without explanation. It was a battle for survival against a force they could neither see nor understand. The night stretched on endlessly, and exhaustion began to blur the line between reality and nightmare. As dawn approached, the activity subsided, but the fear did not. The friends stumbled outside, hearts racing, never looking back. The mansion, bathed in the pale light of morning, appeared serene once more, hiding all evidence of the terror that had unfolded inside. but the experience left an indelible mark. They would never forget the feeling of being watched, of being trapped in a house that seemed alive, aware, and malevolent. Locals say that the mansion still stands, a silent sentinel overlooking the ocean. Some claim to hear whispers carried by the wind, or see fleeting shadows in the windows at night. Paranormal investigators have visited, recording strange electromagnetic activity and unexplained sounds. Urban legends have grown around the property, warning travelers and thrill seekers to stay away. And yet, the allure of Malibu's beauty continues to draw visitors, unaware that paradise can sometimes hide the darkest of secrets. The Malibu Horror Story is a reminder that not all that glitters is gold. Sometimes, behind the serene beaches and sunny skies lies a darkness that can consume those who dare to enter. The mansion, with its cursed history and restless spirits, serves as a chilling example of what can happen when curiosity meets the unknown. And while the friends survived, they carry the memory of that night forever. A cautionary tale whispered among those who know the truth. Malibu is beautiful, but beauty can be deadly. So, the next time you walk along the Malibu cliffs, or gaze at a luxurious mansion by the ocean, remember this story. The waves crashing against the rocks might hide more than just the secrets of the sea. They might be hiding a horror waiting to awaken once again. And sometimes, the paradise you dream of can turn into the nightmare you'll never forget.